Dr. Lolita E. Walker.
Coming soon, coming soon.
Birthday, Kate. Even if it's a day late, you're still great. There's your poem.
I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Did you say happy birthday? Did we miss a birthday?
A day late.
Oh,
Kate
a
is
day
late.
late.
Good yesterday,
Congratulations.
yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Well, I absolutely love it. Congratulations, Kate. Happy birthday. All of the things. Hey, everybody. I am Lolita E. Walker. In case this is the very first time that you have heard me speak, then we're going to have some fun today, okay? I did come on a little bit early, usually every Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we give ourselves a cool power half an hour. But today we're going to give ourselves a cool power half an hour starting right now at 7:15 a.m. You can join on any of the platforms right here on Clubhouse. I'm so excited to talk to each and every one of you all. Facebook, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, LinkedIn, YouTube, and all of the places and spaces that you all share. Listen, today I am super pumped to talk to you about this topic, okay? And the thing is that it is a link on what we've already been talking about. Today, I want to talk about the links between community and success. That's what we're going to talk about. What are the links between community and success? And of course, I'm going to leave you with 4 key strategies or thoughts, right, to challenge your thinking in a different type of way. So go ahead and grab your Coaching Cocktails and Conversations journal, get your pen, and we are about to go all the way in. I want to say good morning to everybody that is here. So the first thing, right, we're talking about what are the links between community and success. And the goal when I come in here is to bring a little bit of Coaching Cocktails and Conversations right to you. So coaching is really all about leaving you with nuggets that will challenge your thinking. We're going to do that today. That comes with the strategies, the tips, the tricks, the conversations, all of the things. Cocktails is not so much about what you're sipping on, but there is no judgment. It's all about celebrating the greatness of who it is that you are in this very moment, that you have chosen to be right here today. And then there are some juicy conversations that's happening. Now, let me ask this. Is there somebody who wants to pop on in, because this is a live broadcast, so I can't wait to chat with you. Was there somebody that wanted to leap in? Okay. No worries. Well, we are going to keep the party going. And I see some friends that are already inside of the room. Today, we're talking about links between community and success. And so the first question is, how do you define success? Let's talk about it. How do you define success? Good morning to Jackie. Great day to Lynn Luckett. And hello to the Facebook user who said, hey, my friend, love your consistency. You are amazing. Well, I appreciate you too. All right. How do you define success? Well, I'm always going to my best friend Google, right? Yes, absolutely. My best friend Google, my best friend Webster. And what Webster says is success is a favorable or desired outcome. Now, I want that to sit with you for a second, okay? Success is a favorable or desired outcome from whatever it is that you're thinking. And so when we talk about these links, right, we talk about these links sometimes, and I might not be talking to you, but sometimes we link ourselves to other people's dreams. Sometimes we link our success to the success and what looks like success to those inside of our community. Today, I want you to think inside of this power half an hour about the links between your community and your success. And then I want you to take what we just talked about the word success, and now knowing that it is a favorable and desired outcome that is for you and about your own dreams, your own vision, your own future self. Now I want you to think about what success is meaning to you and what those links could absolutely mean. Okay? What those links could absolutely mean. All right. So listen, when I think about success, sometimes I look at it at the task that I'm doing, right? Sometimes I measure the success. I'll say, hey, I need to accomplish all of these things in this given time. And this is what success looks like. If you are not already measuring what success looks and feels like, then that's something you can take away today. And that's not even one of the strategies that I was going to give to you. So you get a bonus today. Today, I want you to think about what does success mean to me, and what if in the nature of what it is that I'm doing, let's just say that you are starting your business. Well, let's just say that the task for today with you starting that general business is X, Y, and Z. What does success look like for that today inside of this moment? Part of being successful before you even leverage your community, I would add, is that you are able to break things down so that now you can recognize, one, what is success, and two, how are you going to measure it? Three, real talk, is how are you going to celebrate it? Success can be linked to your community. One of the things I was thinking about, one, thank you, Kate, for reminding us that it is National Poetry Month. I'm going to give you guys some poetry on Dear Success, because sometimes I can't even believe the poetry that I've written. I go back and I listen. I say, well, is that you? What did success look like in that moment? Right. I want to talk to you guys about some projects. I want you to think about some projects you're going on. But one of the things is that our community can really play a critical role inside of what success looks and feels like to us. So I want you to think about links. Okay, we're thinking about three things. Your community. Let's think of a train. I always talk to you guys about a change train. Let's think about your community. Let's think about that link that is linking the different cars of the train. And now let's think about what success looks and feels like. Okay, so we have these three entities. We have our community, we have the link, and then we have the success. And so how exactly are we going to mesh the two? Do you want to mesh the two? Have you ever thought about meshing the two? And then how can your community, power your success that you have going on? And so let's get into it. Let's go to the first strategy. One of the things that I wrote today is levels you up, levels you down, and levels you all around. What if your community could do that for you? Would it link you to your success? Now, that caboose that you're linking yourself to is where you have created success. I want you to think about your work, your life, your home. Give yourself an instance of one of the goals, the visions that you have. We're talking about who is sitting in your community. Who do you have around your community? The resources, the folks that you call your tribe. That link right there is that link leveling you up, leveling you down, or leveling you all around. And sometimes your level up is what you need your community to do. You need them to challenge you differently. You need them to talk to you about where your dreams are. What does success look like over there? Why is that success metric so low when I take a look at it? Let me tell you what I see. Talk to me about your dreams. Talk to me about what success looks like. Now, success is a favorable outcome. We've already established that. And if that is the case, I want you to think about your community. Are they leveling you up? Are they leveling you down? Are they leveling you all around? Meaning in this instance, when I say leveling around, it means, are they just kind of wishy-washy? And sometimes there, sometimes not. They're just all of the things, all of the places, talking all of the sections of the train. But when it comes to you and your success, they're not really there for you. Are they leveling you up, leveling you down, or leveling you all around? I want you to think about that. Today, we're linking our community, the link, and then what success looks and feels like. All right. The second part that I want to talk to you guys about. Now, remember, community, the link, success. They insist on pushing and challenging your boundaries. Who said that thing's a boundary? When was the last time somebody in your environment asked you, who said that was a boundary? Wait a minute. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you just talked yourself out of before you even got started? What is that thing right there? I think I was talking to somebody the other day and they were talking about their book. They were talking about their book and they were talking about why they just can't do it. And they have all these thoughts, they have all these dreams. But I was talking about the book that I can't wait to talk to you guys about. Oh my gosh. Insist on pushing and challenging your boundaries. But because I was moving inside of that space, because I'm part of their community now they can start to see, start to feel, start to experience all of that. And so I could say, well, wait a minute. Well, what is the challenge? What's getting inside of your way again? Oh, that's it. Oh my goodness, just sit down and write. So when next week are you going to dedicate yourself to sit down and write? Sometimes it's the challenge. I want to know if your community is insisting on pushing and challenging your boundaries. And sometimes, here's the thing, y'all, we create the boundaries that's already there. We create the boundaries that's already there. I absolutely love that. Tanya said, our community plays a huge part in our success. It absolutely does. And so right now, today, what I want to do is I'm challenging you to really just think about your community, because sometimes you got to shake it up a little bit. Sometimes you got to be the conductor that's at the front of the train, that's driving the train. That sometimes you got to shake it up a little bit, take a different route, and see if that community is still going to be there with you as you link yourself to what success looks and feels like. Are they insisting on pushing and challenging your boundaries? And here's the other thing, you guys. You are part of somebody else's community. Did you know that? You are part of somebody else's community. So also ask these things to you. And are you doing it for the other people that's sitting in your community? Why is this so important? Because the folks that gather inside of this space right here, they have dreams, they have visions, they're talking to their future selves. And so I want you to know that you are part of that community too. So who are you challenging a little bit differently? Who are you pushing to be their greatest selves? Who are you doing those things with? I like that. Robert Kennedy III said, if you aren't stretching your boundaries, then you absolutely are not growing. Yes, Robert Kennedy III, right? He also said, just like lifting weights at the gym. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you got to have a partner with you to lift the weights at the gym, to push you, to grind you. When you're almost at 10 and you get to 8 and you just don't think you can do those 2 more reps, right? Go in. Sometimes you need somebody that's there that's like, get to it. You know, that person that's in front of you, like, do it. You got it. Only 2. Come on, push out 3. Sometimes you need the hype man that's there inside of your community to let you know that there is a link, that they are going to stand in the gap for you as you go forward. Today, I want to challenge, how are you doing this for other people? But also, how are you having this done for yourself? Look at your community and shift it just a little bit. It's okay, because that's what we do. That's what we do, because we're not going to stay stagnant. Then negative noun erasers. Are people in your community negative noun erasers? Let me talk about it a little bit. Sometimes you have negative people, places, things. Those are the nouns, okay? Negative people, places, and things that's inside of your space. Sometimes it just happens, okay? And you can't do anything about it. But when you know, are there people that's inside of your community that erase all of those things from your space? That say, hey, hold up, wait a minute, don't even worry about doing that, because there's no negativity that's happening around here. I appreciate that you said that, but we are all solutions focused over here. Who in your community is doing that? You got a whole bunch of them right here. So are they in your community? Have you reached out to them? Have you reached out to them to come on board? Because you might got some empty seats in that community section of your train. I love that Lynn Luckett said, I am in pursuit of sustained and perpetual happiness. For me, success is achieving this goal in every aspect of my life. You see what she did right there? She defined what success looks and feels like to her inside of her life. I want you to do that in your life, your home, your work, your school. Think about, what does success look like? And then she says, whatever the desired goal, if I am happy along the journey of making it happen, I am successful. Me plus happiness equals success. Guys, take a look at what success means to you. If you take nothing else away today, I want you to take a couple of things. Your train is right there. You are the conductor aboard this train, so you actually have decision-making power. I want you to think about part of your train, part of those cars. One is your community. They're all there. They're right in there. They're having a party. Okay, it could be as long as you want, as short as you want, whatever you decide is your community, right? Then you have that link. Who's standing in the gap of that link, right? This is what I'm talking about, these things, these tangible strategies for you today. And then you have your success right there on the other side, that is right beside you, because you are the conductor aboard your train. I hope you are with me as I'm talking about this imagery, and I'm gifting it to you so that now you can challenge your thinking. All right, we're going to open this up in a little while, but I want to go to this piece right here. Don't forget, I am going to play a poem, so we're going to leave a little bit, 2 minutes and 21 seconds to be exact, for that poem right there called Dear Success. And I hope when I play that, because it is Poetry Month, that it shakes you in a different type of way. And so now, is your community, are people inside of your community that know and articulate your strengths at other tables? I want to pause right there. Who is talking about you when you're not there? What are they saying about you when you are not there? Let me see if Mindy is in the room today. Yeah, she is. Let me give you guys a story about community. And here's the thing. Sometimes people confuse community as somebody that's really, really close to you, somebody that's your ride or die. No, that can be part of your community. Absolutely. Let that person in. My best friend's always inside of my community. But sometimes your community are those people, sometimes you don't even know them. Sometimes they're listening to your voice and then they choose because they have heard your strengths, because they have shown up, because you have shown up at the same time. They know, and then they can articulate your strengths at other tables. So let me take you guys back. I remember when I came out with my book, Can We Talk? Here it is for all of you guys that are listening. It's right. I mean, watching. It's right here. It's called Can We Talk? Letters and Poems to Reclaim a Bolder You. And this community was so powerful in pushing me to do that. It's a book of 40 poems, letters, and poems that push you to be your best self, right? So it's Dear Contagious Vulnerability, Dear Success. One of them we're going to listen to today, Dear Anxiousness, etc. So one day I'm in here and Stacy, who is inside of this community, was pushing me. And she's like, listen, these poems are good and they should be in schools. I can't make this stuff up. We're talking about people that I've met on an app. And I think at this point, I'd never seen any of these people in person. Okay. But they hear you. I want you to apply this to you because some of you all that are listening inside of this space, you are part of my community. You are part of their community because I met them right here. So I want to talk to you about what that link can look like. So yes, I'm there. And one day Stacy says to me, this stuff should be in schools because our young people have really just got to hear this. And then you can challenge them. She's in education. She's like, listen, we can write a curriculum around this thing. Like, this is good. So one day I come in and I say, hey, you guys, if you all know any English teachers in maybe a high school, I'd love to be able to get in front of them because I want to see what their feedback is to this instead of me just thinking that this is going to apply. Lolita, what does success look like inside of this ask? Me, the success looks like just getting in front of them, being able to talk to them about Dear Anxiousness and get their feedback. That's all I really wanted. That's what success looked like to me. And who heard me? Mindy heard me. And next thing I know, Mindy is inboxing me and saying, guess what? I got an English teacher that's down. I'm like, what? In Ohio, I live in Maryland. Mindy, I've never met. Mindy, I've never talked to, but she's in the community. Remember that bucket. Remember that train caboose right there. I said, there's people inside of your community that sometimes you don't even recognize are there. You see them, but y'all haven't really connected yet, but they're there. So Mindy heard me. Mindy was there. Mindy put me in contact. Stacy and I go because Stacy's been working with me on curriculum. And so I go, right? And there is this young high schooler. So first of all, you guys, the English teacher had everybody draw a poster of Dear Anxiousness and what part of the poem got with them. Anyway, there was this one girl whose poetry, whose drawing looked exactly like the cover of a book. And I had been thinking, I want to take some of these poems and make them books. Come on, God. We're talking about what success looks like. Now, this wasn't even my success criteria, but I said to her inside of that moment, Brittany, this is so dope. I don't know if you know that I know that you are so amazing when you draw, but I'd love for you to illustrate. The next week I was on with her parents. The next week she was getting paid. Guys, this is the push from your community that is going to help you to propel to your greatness. Mindy, are you here?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
Oh, Lolita, this was so amazing. The presentation of the book and the collaboration and the impact that it had on the students, it was just so powerful. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is it. This is it. So this number 4 that I'm talking to you all about in links is knowing and articulating your strengths at other tables. Mindy was a listener who heard the plea, who then said, wait a minute, am I going to be willing to say her name inside of the table that I have? I don't know. But she said yes. Because she heard something. I want us to show up. Our community, there's folks that's inside of your community that, guess what? We can help each other to grow at all times. It's amazing. And let me read to you guys really quickly. After Brittany, who's 17 years old, finished all of the illustrations for my book. They look amazing. I cannot wait to share with you all. Dear Anxiousness, can we talk? This is what she said. This is why I do what I do. Don't cry, you guys. You ready? All right. Having a surreal experience like this one is unbeatable as a first job. I will never forget it. I always worry that I will only have memories of all of the chances I didn't take, However, this one is the one I took and will never regret. Working with Lolita let me try new things I had never done before. I'd never done digital art like this. I learned immensely, and this is the beginning of the long journey to becoming a young, upcoming illustrator. To all the people who have read this book, never ignore an opportunity that is made for you because you will never see it again. Keep chasing your dreams and let your anxiousness wash away. Brittany Disla. That, to me, success, like ringing bells of success. For me in life, like Stacy defined what life success is to her. For me, life success is when I can see tangible results from people, when I can look at them and see that they've shifted, when I can see their growth right in front of me, because I know that a little piece of Lolita E. Walker is peppered inside of them. What is your measure of success for life? What is your measure of success for work? What is your measure of success for your marriage? What is your measure of success for any aspect of your life, for your home? Oh my goodness. What is your measure of success? Jacqueline Underwood said the community is everything and everyone. Oh no, she said everything, everything. She's clear that it's not everyone. All right, you guys, let's keep on going because I'm so super pumped over here. And I just want to say thank you once again to Mindy, because if Mindy didn't say, you know what, I'm part of your community. I know you. I know your work. I know how you show up. I know consistency, and then choose to articulate it at another table and then vouch for me to come in, then guess what? If Stacy hadn't pushed me to say, I want you to push because this should be in schools, I never would have thought of that. Never would have thought of that because it wasn't in my mindset when I wrote my book. I had in my mindset who the audience was, but guess what? When someone from your community can challenge some of the things that you are thinking and doing and want to push you and elevate you without expectation, that is a powerful community. Oh my goodness, so super good. Okay, and this last aspect that I want you guys to take with for links, that's what we've been doing, LINKS. For links is here's the part that doesn't always feel so good. Severing links to shift perspectives and momentum. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes when you think about your train, because you are the conductor aboard your change train, mine is beautiful. It has Lolita in script right there. Sometimes when you have your community right here, and you might have 2, 3, 4, 5 different trains, what do you call it? Cars, right? 5 different cars. Sometimes you got to sever that link right there. Sometimes you got to cut it off because sometimes it gets a little too weighty. Sometimes there's people, places, or things that have wound up in your community that served you for a moment. And that is amazing because God puts people in our places and spaces for reasons. I truly believe that. But sometimes for your success, sometimes for your well-being, sometimes for your mental, sometimes for your physical, sometimes for your spiritual, sometimes for your growth, you got to sever that link. And that is not always the easiest things to do. But sometimes to gain the momentum that you need to go up the hill that's right there, sometimes you got to sever the link. What does that look like and feel like? It doesn't mean that you got to throw people out to the wayside. No. It just means that sometimes you don't have to push as hard as you've been pushing, because sometimes there's natural delinkages. Sometimes growth, when you're growing in these places and spaces, all of the places and spaces, sometimes the train just kind of delinks. Sometimes people want to get off of your train. It doesn't mean just because you're growing, you're letting people go. No, 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 no. I will always be connected to Mindy. Mindy has been a milestone in my life who I haven't even met in real life yet, but I'll always remember Mindy, what she did for me and the opportunity that she opened up for so many other people. That is power. That is success. That is part of the link between your community and your success. I love that somebody in the Facebook group says success for life and work. Absolutely. Define it first and then create your linkages. Know who is in your train for your community, where these linkages exist, and then what your success looks and feels like. Lynn Luckett said, around the month of February, I battle with seasonal affective disorder. 2 weeks ago, I was seemingly losing the fight. I sent a distress signal to my tribe, my community. And they came through for me. They fought for me when I didn't have the strength. They used their words to lift me. They reminded me of my strength. They called. A few came over. For me, community is a lifelong and essential for me to achieve the goal of sustained and perpetual happiness, which is my success. I love that. Oh, but here's the thing Stacy said too, is I put out the call. Did you hear that part? She said, I put out the call. And sometimes we forget to put out the call because we don't want to make ourselves vulnerable. We forget to say, hey, I need help inside of this moment because we think we could do it all on our own. Listen, guys, everybody has things going on inside of their lives. So if you need help and you trust your community, then you ask for the help that you need. I remember Dora Maria. I think she's in the room and she's coming up right after me. Dora Maria, I know she hates when I call her name. It's like, what are you talking about? You don't have to say anything. But I remember when Dora Maria said, guess what, you guys? I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. I've always wanted to. I wanted to do it around children and affirmations. I got this book. And I remember when she started pumping it, when it came out, and everybody was so excited for Dora Maria. Why? Because she shows up in the community. Because she always shows up. She's always in the background helping somebody without expectation. She's always connecting somebody. She's always making these linkages happen. Just yesterday, she sent me a note and said, hey, I think that you and this person should connect. I think there's some synergies right there. And then she leaves it because that is what she has this strength and this power of linkages. And when she came on and said, my book is out, you guys, guess what? The community came together. And then on the other side of that, who is a #1 bestseller? Oh, yeah, that would be Dora Maria. Yeah, right. These things can happen. Leverage the power of community, but you've got to power your ask in a different type of way. You've got to power your ask in that type of way. So Dora Maria put all of the smiles and all of the looks around because she does not like to be called out, but I love to say that. Lynn Luckett said, ooh, yes, Lolita E. Walker's being vulnerable is the key to linking and leveraging community. All right, you guys, we can either take a couple of questions or you can listen to Dear Success. Where are we? What do we want? Okay, you leaving it to me? Okay. All right. Choice at this particular time. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with Dear Success. And I hope that the linkages that we made today, the LINKS, the 5 strategies that we tapped in today, is going to really power you. Oh, good. I love that Lynn Luckett agreed. She said, yes, let's listen to the poem. Great. So here it is, you guys, Dear Success. And I hope that it powers you today. Okay. If it plays. If it plays, then we can hear it. Hold on. Good thing I'm not singing in it, huh? Hold on, it's coming, you guys. And then after this, I'm a skedaddle. Let's see if we can get it on. Okay.
Just me. I
Oh,
was
you can't
thinking
hear anything? I was just really? Oh, wait. Can you guys couldn't hear?
you
No,
were.
you went on mute.
We heard the success of you lies.
Wait, girl, I was jamming over here because it's got music in the background. I don't know how you guys can hear it. I wonder if the people that were listening in could hear it. I don't really know. But what I'm
You
gonna
can
do.
hear it. You just went on mute.
Yeah, you just muted yourself.
Oh yeah, well, I didn't want to talk. Could you hear the poem being played?
Yep.
Oh yeah, y'all. I don't want to talk. But if you can hear it, then that's all that's important.
You
All right.
gotta
Well, we
keep the mic
couldn't when you went
open.
on mute.
Oh, you couldn't when I went on mute.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. All right, let me play again. Thanks. All right, you guys. Hopefully that powered you. It powered me. I'm pumped up. So you guys have an amazing day. And this is to your dear success. Make it happen, you guys. Leverage your community because they want to power you as well. Thanks, guys.